Yeah, sure. Well, of course, in its early days, the internet was a great information source. It was the dictionaries that we all used in our home when we were growing up for research that we didn't have to use anymore. It became a good R&D tool, which was fabulous. But the interaction on the internet for commerce was really what I would call 2.0 version of being able to connect and connect easily and connect for free. And that was a brilliant thing for commerce. If you look at the World Economic Forum, when they looked early on at commerce via the internet, it just opened a gazillion new ways to connect with somebody, do it in this very rapid medium called the internet, and do it for free, as you said. The problem is, obviously, then when we started looking at the entirety of the data chain that was necessary for that interaction, then we got the nefarious actors that jumped into the deep end of the pond and decided that data was just too valuable to only use for that transaction. They could use it for other things. And that's where I think we headed south, which was instead of transactional data being used for a transaction, being earmarked for that transaction and then calling it good and having somebody trust you are asking me for that data for that transaction and calling it a day, what happened is that data just continued to proliferate, get sold, monetized, what have you. And that's where I think we went astray. That's where we are today with data privacy has been necessary because that's where we went astray. We went astray from data being used for very rapid transactions on the internet into nefarious uses of that data that we never agreed to. I never agreed to my data being used in the way it's being used today. Now we're reining that in. We're coming back around the other side and say, okay, you bad actors used it for the wrong reasons. Let's go back to using it for a transaction. Let's use it for its intended purposes. So I look at this as just a reawakening of maybe Internet 1.0, where we had good actors doing good things, not having nefarious actions. And that's, I think, where we're coming back to.